Hey, everybody. What's going on? Put a camshaft in that CV14 Skag today, but still having the issue when I ground the coil. Doesn't shut off the engine. I don't know what the heck's going on. I was just talking to Scott Greasy Shop Rag about it. I don't know. I put a new coil in it, ground out that terminal, and it still doesn't shut off. I mean, he turns the fuel off to shut it off, but that's kind of stupid because it takes a few minutes. So I don't know. And it's brand new coil too. The old coil did it, new coil did it. I don't know what the heck's going on with it. So I was gonna take a wire, stick it in the spark plug boot so it contacts where it hits the spark plug, and put that to a switch that goes to ground and see if that works. Because at this point, I don't know what else to do. I sanded off the posts. I checked continuity. There's continuity. I'm literally, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do with it. So anyway, we'll see. What's going on, David? Mick is there. David is there. Let's see. Warm day in the 80s. Lee is here. Hello, Lee. Mr. Al, how you doing? Anyway, so if anyone has any idea on that, I don't know what the heck, to be honest. Klaus?
Hey, Kenny. What's up?
How's the, can you actually hear me or what?
Absolutely. 100% fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's glitching a little bit.
Yeah, my kid's not gaming right now, so let's see.
Cheers.
What was that, Snap-on?
No, skill. And black coffee. So.
Oh, God. Yeah, I don't know. That coil.
Well, I missed that, Kenny, because I'm trying to log on. What was that about the coil?
I just put a camshaft in a Kohler CV14 and on a Skag. Okay, took it all apart. It took me about 3-4 hours total. Taking it off, taking it all apart, putting it back together, putting it all together. So anyway, it's got a new coil in it because I changed the coil about a month or so ago because whenever he hit the kill switch, it wouldn't kill the engine. So I took the shroud off while it was running, not today, the last time, while it was running, took a new wire from the kill terminal, grounded it right to the block. Still didn't shut off the engine.
Bad switch?
And I had changed, I had sanded the posts that it rests on, made sure I was getting continuity and everything, and I don't know.
What about a bad switch?
No. I took a wire directly from that spade on the coil, 6 inches away to the block. Nothing. So I don't
OEM
know.
coil?
No, it's aftermarket, but still, I mean, the old one I had did it. A brand new one I had did it. It just, I don't know. It's just strange.
That is weird.
I just
But what about? So the
I don't know.
post that the coil is connected to, maybe you got a bad connection there.
I checked continuity on all of it. It all grounds to the block, to the frame. Anywhere I hit ground, it grounds. It's continuity, continuity. So I don't know. It's screwy. It's really weird.
I mean, it off the bat, it sounds like bad coil, but
Yeah.
but that's
No, David. If I like I said, I shut the fuel off and it just eventually dies. But right now, like I said, with a direct wire, it just doesn't do it. I don't know. Hey,
Yeah.
Dan. Jason, hello. How are you? Yeah, I don't know. It's like I said, the main thing was now it starts like one hand, just go like so. I took all that apart,
Yeah.
put a factory OEM cam in it. The only thing that sucks when you put a cam in a CV, it comes with a shim kit, and you're supposed to have a Kohler tool to lay against the block. It's got a certain area ground out. You're supposed to take a measurement of that area, subtract another number, and shim it.
But that wouldn't have anything to do with.
No. But what I'm saying is I didn't have that gauge. I said to myself, how the hell am I going to hook up this camshaft? So what I did was I measured anyway. I measured the old camshaft and I measured the new camshaft. It was only a couple of thou difference. So I put the shim that was on the old cam on the new cam.
Wayne, I didn't recognize.
Start on the first bolt. You know?
Yeah. Wayne, I didn't recognize you with your hair on.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah, I got a new hairdo. I had the hairdresser leave it longer on top this time, right? I don't know if it's white, and then shorter on the front.
Smoking
hot, baby.
Yes, sir.
You got any matches on tonight?
There's both bare knuckle fighting and ultimate fighting. UFC, both of them are on tonight. I think bare knuckle starts at 8.
Chubby coming over?
No, he's actually heading out to the East Coast, I think, tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I was talking to Stella yesterday. She was in Jasper National Park, which is about 2.5 hours from Bruce.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if she was trying to touch base with Bruce this weekend. I'm hearing it's raining out in Red Deer, so I don't know.
Well, that's what they need because with all the forest fires out there.
Yeah, we have the smoke here. Yeah, we have. It's like a Los Angeles smog here. It's a Canadian smoke.
Yeah, we had the smoke in Port Colborne here hit us last couple of days. At night the moon was red.
Oh yeah, we woke up in the morning, bright red. Yeah, bright red.
Yeah, they say 30% chance of showers Saturday, Sunday in Red Deer. So
we got nothing here. We haven't had rain. I don't know in how long, and it's been like in the 30s with humidex in the high 40s.
Yeah, we're probably what's 80? About 26, 25?
But 80 it's like 25, 20, yeah.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be in the high 20s probably by Monday.
Yeah.
So, I'd like to.
But they say here then the next week it's going to be hot, humid, and when that happens here, because basically Denmark isn't a country; it's just a peninsula. So don't say that to the Danes, but it is. And when it gets really hot, we get moisture in from the North Sea.
Mm-hmm.
That means thunderstorms, thunder showers, so, yeah, it's going to be probably nice and warm Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it's going to end in a splash.
Michael, I had that this morning. I literally was doing about 50 on the main road, and this guy, it's like he was waiting for me to come. I'm looking at him. He stopped, looking. He pulls out when I'm literally a car and a half away from him,
Yeah.
He pulls out.
But I think that Michael's kind of talking about a different situation there. You know what I mean?
Hey, how did
It's
Jake?
Yeah,
about
I know,
birth rate.
I
It's
know,
about
Wayne.
population rate.
Yeah, no,
How did
last minute.
how Jake make
Mm.
out at that show?
Good. There was I think that he said there were like almost 900 registered vehicles, and there was way over 1,000 because there were a lot that got there that didn't get a chance to register, and there was no place for them to park inside
Good
the
one, Michael.
area that they had all the cars showing.
Mm.
I think the best looking car that I seen there, and Jake pointed it out, and Lori and I went and looked at it, was a redesigned 1940 Edsel. It was just unbelievable.
Wait. Edsel didn't start. They didn't start making Edsel.
It said this was a 1940 Edsel, EDSEL.
Yeah, but they started in '58.
Well, that was be that one, but I think I gotta check it out. But that's what the sign said on it.
Really?
1940 Edsel. It was like real tiny, narrow tires on the front. It looked like one of them old race cars.
Yeah.
It didn't have any doors on it. You had to have, there was a little tiny chrome step, like a circular pad that you would step on to get inside the vehicle, just a 2-seater.
Yeah.
Just a beautiful looking.
Oh, here we go. Here we go, Wayne. It was called an Edsel Speedster. Hold on.
Yep, that'd be it. That's it. And the guys from Port Colborne that had the one that was there.
Yeah.
That's not the one, but that's exactly it. Just a beautiful looking vehicle this guy had. And I've never seen it in Port Colborne.
I don't know if can you blow me up?
Hold on.
Today we had a parade right outside my house of old hot rods coming by. Just see here. Let's see if you can see it.
Oh yeah.
Look,
nice.
I mean, it keeps going. Look at that.
Was it all American or all
Oh yeah, yeah, they were American, all right. I mean,
like
there was a
32,
rumble
61.
through the neighborhood because
Well, you must have had a car show someplace that they were all going to.
probably, yeah. I mean, there was that wonderful V8 rumble across the neighborhood. It was great. I mean, and look, they just keep coming.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's
Lowrider.
a nice one.
Yeah. And we got a pickup coming up soon. I mean, that was just amazing. And you know what? When I went out there, when they went up the road, I went out there and looked, and they all waved and all that. On the way down,
That's a 40 Chevy.
Yeah. I mean that was a normal car. There we go. Look at that. Look at
1940, either 39 or 40. Yep,
with
40.
the flames on it. Look at that thing.
Deuce 5 window, 32.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that. How low it is.
Hello, yeah, custom.
Wow. I mean, they were just, and you know what? There wasn't a single puff of smoke from any of those vehicles. They were.
And how popular are American cars by you? Are they popular?
For the people with money, yeah.
Yeah.
But those, they were. I mean, wow.
Cool.
And the condition they were in, they were mint.
Yeah.
You know? I'm not a big fan of old restored American cars because I think they're just a wobbly bunch of. Doesn't matter. These were mint. They were. I mean, we heard them before we saw them. I mean, that was a rumble through the neighborhood, like. I mean, that was amazing. I mean, and you got to appreciate the amount of hours put into these machines. I mean, that is just unbelievable.
Yeah, Pat, I tried the old coil I'm sorry, Mick. I tried the old coil and new coil a couple of times. The last time I had it apart, but this guy had a problem where the ACR was in pieces, and it blew apart. It's a weird looking ACR on this camshaft. It's actually got it's a stupid design with a long pin that hangs out of it, and it did some damage inside the block, but not enough to destroy it. So.
There it is.
I gotta ask, are you guys busy these days?
It's here in Port Colborne. It's somewhat slow. on account of we haven't had any rain,
Okay.
and nobody's really cutting any lawns, so there's not a lot that.
Because I have two times in the season where it gets crazy, right? It is early April up till May, where everybody gets their shit out and starts mowing, and it doesn't work. It won't start. And then I have right after summer holidays, which was about a week ago, a week and a half ago, and everybody's been breaking down. So I mean, and this year the breaking down part has been wilder than the spring part. That was just weird. But I've been for the last week. I've been pushing out 6 riders, 1 push mower, 1 chainsaw, and one trimmer. And for me, that's kind of crazy. Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah,
Hey,
we're doing something every day. Like we just bought. Went out and picked up 7 lawnmowers just to have something to do right now while it's slow and get them ready for spring for sale.
yeah. Yeah. But it's just like that period. You have the spring period where everything goes crazy because everybody is pulling their shit out and wants to go mow. But the summer part where people have been breaking down this year has been bigger for me than last year, which is kind of weird. But hey, hi John.
Hot down there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, John, come on up. We need the company.
So I got a good one for you.
Yes,
One
sir.
of our customers 2 years ago, we did his service to no start generator. Or no, sorry, different story. Rototiller 2 years ago did this. I don't know if you ever seen a Troy built Bronco rear
Yeah.
tine.
Oh yeah, Bronco's the smaller one.
Yeah. So it's the Bronco rear tine tiller. So we serviced this thing for him, and he calls up and he says, wondering if I could bring the rototiller. And I says, what's wrong with it? He says, can't get it started. I said, like, how many times did you use it? I said, I think we did that rototiller like 2 years ago. He said, I never used it. So I said, and you left the same gas in it? And he said, yeah. He said, but I checked the fuel tank. There's no gas in the fuel tank. So I put fresh gas in it, and I can't get it to start. So I said, okay, bring it in. We're going to take a look at it. But the bowl's likely got old fuel in it.
Yeah.
So what you should do is drain the fuel bowl and see if some dark yellow fuel comes out, and then the fresh fuel will go in. But he said, no, I'm going to bring it to you to take a look. So in it comes. First thing we got to do is we got to check the oil. First thing we do here on everything is oil check. 5 inches above the full mark, which is exactly what had happened 2 years ago when we did it. So he's still at the shop. I said to him, did you add oil to this thing? He said, yeah, there was none in it. I said, oh, no, buddy, this thing only takes 550 milliliters oil. You likely couldn't see it. So I showed him how to use like either a paper towel or a blue shop towel to check oil when it's clean, because the guy added like, I don't know, what's 5 inches? Like it's likely 3/4 of a quart of oil to it, right? So the thing number one is way overfilled with oil. So I says, okay, I guess you're going to have to drain the oil out. And I said, we'll get it back to the full mark, but it's brand new oil in there.
Yeah.
So since it's overfilled with oil, figure out, going to check the plug and take the plug out, check the plug. It's likely all fouled and there's oil in the cylinder and everything like that. Take the plug out and there's carbon on it, but no real sign of it getting fuel, like it's carbon, but it's dry, right? And he had tried to get it fired up. So I cleaned it and I put it on Day's tester that he had sent us to make sure the spark plug was good. I plugged it back into the boot and put it up to the head, and I pulled and I see I got spark. I got good spark. Beautiful. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it a shot of carb cleaner. While I got the plug out, give it a little shot, put the plug in, and I should get a little poop or something, right?
Yep.
And I get nothing. So right away I said, holy shit, it's valves, right? But the guy says he didn't run it. It just sat for 2 years. So, and it ran like a clock. And I said, remember I showed you? I said, I started it up. I drove it around for, yeah. He says, I know it ran, but it sat for 2 years. So I says, it's going to be valves. But I take the air breather off. The air filter is good. It's the same condition it was 2 years ago. I give it a shot of carb cleaner into the engine, figuring, let's take a look, see if it'll, nothing. I said, you know what?
Any compression?
Yeah, no, I got compression. Yeah, I got compression. I got everything. So I says, something's happened to the valves. Like it's the valves are out of whack or something's happened where the timing's off or something because it's not firing. But I'm going to pull the carburetor off. Now, on this unit, you got to remember the air breather and the cover that goes over the carburetor does not allow you to see any of the throttle linkage. It's totally covered by plastic. So you got to disassemble everything. So I take it off, and the first thing I noticed, I go to move the throttle plate, it's seized in the closed position. Seized. Yeah. It's not letting enough air get into the engine for the engine to fire. So I take that and I just lubricate the shit out of it and get it moving. And I put it on. I put the bolts just on without the breather assembly or anything on, just to see if I'm going to fire, and it fires right up. I said, since I got everything apart, I got to clean the carb again. It's apart. I might as well take the carb off, clean it again, lubricate that throttle shaft really well, make sure there's no debris in there. And likely it gummed up a little bit from sitting for 2 years.
Oh yeah,
it gummed that up.
Yep.
But
I've had similar thing. I bought it was an auction, and I bought 3 lawnmowers from a closed out lawnmower shop, and they had 3 Husqvarna mowers with Briggs & Stratton engines, overhead valve, sitting, and I bought the 3 of them. They've been sitting for what I can, they've never been out running. They've been showroomed. That's all. 3 years. One of them had a stuck valve.
Yeah.
Just from sitting. I mean, it had the original lubricant from manufacturing. It was parked or put in the showroom with an open valve. That valve wouldn't close. No compression whatsoever. A little carb clean and it went grand grip, but that's just what happens when you store them for that long. I mean, and manufacture. I don't know what oil they use because the thing was, it didn't have oil in it. I mean, it was brand new.
Oh yeah.
So the oil that was in that valve was whatever they put in at the factory, and that had gummed up, and the valve was stuck open. Intake valve stuck open.
So you just hammered it back, loosened it up, and ran it.
I sprayed a little carb clean in from the backside, and and cursed at it, and it sprung back. But yeah, it's you don't run your engines, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. So I think tomorrow I'm going to take the spark plug boot off. I'm going to put a little wire in there, go back to a kill switch, and just do it that way. Because I'm tired of taking it apart. Because you're going to keep charging.
But it's super weird, Kenny. It is.
I mean, it's an aftermarket coil. The coil that was on there was the original.
Yeah.
But the thing that was weird about it is if I took a voltmeter and put the voltmeter on the kill tab to ground, I was getting like 1.5 volts AC. It didn't make sense. Yeah, it's weird. So I thought the coil was shorted out internally.
What?
Have
you tried putting a new OEM coil on it?
Not OEM, because the guy doesn't want to spend the money.
Okay.
But at this point, remember the old Briggs had that little metal plate. You just grounded it anyway.
Yeah.
So same difference. But what I'll do is I'll take some lubricant. I'll pull the boot off, put a little wire in there.
I mean, you can just you can mount a small switch.
Yeah, no, there's already a switch there, a little key switch. There's already a switch. and I'm just going to take the boot off and then wrap a little bit of exposed wire with a little wire sheeting, put the boot back on, put that to the kill switch. That's all. I mean, this way at least he has the kill, and it's not worth my time. It's like $30-$40 an hour every time. You got to get the engine running, then you got to take off the shroud while it's running, which is fun, okay, and then play with it. And I don't know, I'm done playing with it, you know. So
but it's
what's going on, Brett? Any work this week or what?
Yeah, I kind of had something interesting here day before yesterday. One of those DR all-terrain mowers.
What do you mean, like a mower?
Brush hog.
Things.
Brush hog.
Oh, okay. Yep.
But you could take the deck off and you can get other implements for it. And it had the good Briggs on it, the 10.5 horse flathead.
Oh.
The guy says, "Oh, I can't get it started. I can't get it started." And he did all this and this and this. And he goes, "Electric start don't work." And he had the choke rigged up. Well, me, and I'm sure all of us here, one of the first things we do is check the oil.
Is it me or is he frozen?
He's frozen.
No, he's frozen.
Okay.
No, he froze right up.
Uh-oh.
This is more than likely going to need a carb.
Oh, now his face is like.
And he goes, "Okay, that's fine. Do whatever you got to do." You know, he didn't mind spending a couple $100 for a machine that today runs about $2,500.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I got in there, and I was right. I took that bowl off that carburetor. It was just rusty, nasty. And I'm like, so I tried to get an OEM carburetor for it. It was the Walbro LMT carburetor. Wasn't a Nicky, thank God. And look it up on Briggs' site. No longer available.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you noticed that, Klaus, with anything since these tariffs and all, anything that you can't get? I know Briggs was having trouble anyway over the past year or two with their deliveries.
That there has been, Husqvarna won't say, but there has been some parts that anything made by AYP that you need parts for. Some of these, they all of a sudden they have a longer lead time on back order.
Yep.
And I'm not sure why. It's because if they're trying to wait it out and see if Trump's going to taco again or something. I don't know.
What has he done with your country, though, Klaus? Anything with Denmark?
15% Europe.
But do we? Oh, okay, yeah, the EU. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the stuff he really needs, all of a sudden that doesn't need a tax.
What do we import from you guys in Denmark?
Medicines.
Medicine, okay.
Yeah. Electronics, medicines.
Okay.
Yeah. And all of a sudden that doesn't get charged. It's like dear Europe, grow a pair, will you? If the guy wants 15% to punish something, put 15% on everything, including the stuff you really need.
Yeah, but all those tariffs he's put on, the Americans are paying the tariffs.
I know, but I mean, until they find out, put it on everything.
They're finding out shortly. The coffee just he tariffed Brazil, and what do you get from Brazil?
I know.
I think something like
a cup of coffee. Yes, that'll be $6, please.
Yeah, I think something like 30 or 40% of the coffee beans that go to the U.S. come from Brazil. Well, since he put the tariffs on, hey,
and Colombia,
coffee
Brazil,
costs more money.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of like, okay. To be honest, it's not a discussion for here. Hey, John. But I can actually understand if you have a trade deficit. If there's a trade deficit between the EU and the US, you sort of need to equalize that, right?
Yeah.
And I can understand that. And if he wakes up one morning and says 15%, I'm okay with that. If that's what's going to balance that trade deficit, I'm fine.
We are seeing more factories open up in America. We are.
And that's good. I mean, honestly, that's good. But 15%, that's fine. But all of a sudden, by the way, we don't want it on electronics. We don't want it on medical. We don't. Hey, dude, if you want it, you should get it. 15% everything. But Europe doesn't have the cojones to do it. So he gets what he wants. And that's fine. I think if there's a trade deficit, fair enough. I mean, we are allies, so that there should be some sort of an equilibrium in what we buy and what we sell, and I'm fine with that. But it's like, yeah, I want tariffs on this, but all the stuff we really need, I don't want tariffs on that. What?
Yeah, like on our energy, our oil, he only put 10% because they need our oil, right?
Exactly. And to me, that's kind of like, what is it that you want to do here? Do you just want to flash something out there on the news, or do you really want to make a change? Because the only way you can get the Americans to change is to poke their belly.
Well,
And,
our prime minister,
apparently he doesn't want to poke it.
our prime minister hasn't done anything yet. And we're just getting hit with the tariffs. And he said he's not doing anything unless it's good for Canada. So if he can't get anything done, it's not good for Canada.
No, but I think, I mean, America is still the most powerful economic nation in the world. They still have the production capacity if they want to.
Yeah.
But it's been easier for them to buy it overseas. And you know what? I get that. I get it. And if it's gotten to a point where it's costing the U.S. economy money, fair enough. Put a tariff on it. But put a tariff on everything. If you want to play hardball, fair enough. I get that, because hardball makes countries react and change and all that. Yeah. That's fine. But put it on everything.
Well, he just increased the tariffs on our softwood lumber from Canada.
Yeah.
And based on what I just heard this morning was that will now cost an extra $6,000 US to build a house now in the United States because of the cost of lumber.
We get a lot. We get a lot from Canada.
Yeah.
And who's going to pay for it again?
Everybody else.
Well, the consumers, but nobody wants to say that. Nobody wants to say that. You watch any news channel, nobody wants to say the consumers are paying for it.
But see, I mean, in the short run, that's right. The consumer will pay. But I think Trump's idea is that when that has happened for a little bit, somebody will come up with, hey, we got lumber in the U.S. Let's use that instead. Yeah. That's what he wants.
Yeah, but everybody forgets what happened 5 years ago with COVID when the lumber prices tripled and quadrupled.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I just think that the news is kind of skewing this for everybody, and it, I mean, in the long run, will this be a good thing for the U.S.? Yes, I think it will.
Yeah,
honestly,
we got pain before pleasure. That's all.
Exactly. The problem is Americans are very, very poor at paying before pleasure. Mm. So it's going to make him unpopular at some point soon, but we'll see. I mean, it's in the Europe here. We're kind of taking like okie dokie. That's not good. But if we can't sell it there, we're going to sell it somewhere else. And you know who's buying these days? India and China. So
he killed India the other day. What, 50%?
I mean, don't worry about that because India will export somewhere else. Trust.
Well, they're buying the Russian oil, so he was saying, "Don't buy Russian oil." So.
Exactly. But it's I don't know. I mean, I think in general, tariffs is a bad thing for the economy. It's a bad thing for the citizens' wallet. But if there's a trade deficit between allies, yes, it should be equalized. I agree on that, but. I'm not sure.
No, they better do something quick though, because the other day I was going to do a grocery order. I was going to get a gallon of orange juice.
Yeah, there you
$9 for a gallon of orange juice.
$9.
And that wasn't name brand. That was Kroger brand.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm like, nope.
I mean, and it's going to get worse. It really is. I mean, Wayne was talking about coffee.
That's $11.50 Canadian.
Yeah.
What's that translate to in U.S., Wayne?
Yeah, Tropicana, $11 U.S. at Walmart.
But here,
I'd
have to ask Lori what she just paid for a gallon of orange juice, but I don't think it was that.
No.
I mean, you can
I
get
don't
cheap
think it was
brands for
11.50. I think it was like
But,
$8
but
Canadian.
you guys import oranges from Europe, from Spain, from Italy.
Well, in Canada, when you go to the grocery stores, like you're going to find that there's not, well, okay, there's a big stink in Canada right now that a lot of the grocery stores are mislabeling stuff. When you, it's got the maple leaf on it because they're promoting buy Canadian. So they put a little maple leaf that says it's Canadian made. You buy it and you look at the sticker and it said made in the USA. So right now there's a big stink about mislabeling what they're doing. Now that could be just to get rid of American product that they've got, and they're sticking the maple leaf on there hoping you don't look at it.
Yeah. But no, but it's. I think it's. I mean, in all, seen from above, tariffs is going to cost people money any which way you cut it.
Well,
But
when the current president decided to start doing these tariffs, he did state, he said, it's going to get rough before it gets better.
Hey, all he's doing is he's doing what he promised he was going to do.
Brett, if orange juice gets to the point of $9 a gallon, who do you think that hurts the most? The guy that makes a lot, or the guy who makes not so much?
But remember, orange juice. Just remember, the orange juice is based on futures, though. Yeah. It's a whole futures market, so that's all kinds of commodities.
No, it doesn't go that way, because if you slap a tariff on it,
yeah, but there's no tariff. We don't import orange juice.
Yes, you do.
We do.
Yes, you do.
Really?
Where do we import from? We've got huge orange groves in
Florida,
California.
I've never seen a Chinese orange before.
Yeah, no, but they come from South America. They come from Mexico. They come from. Trust me, you guys import oranges.
Huh?
You even import eggs. For Christ's sake.
Now I did hear that. I did hear about the eggs.
You guys eat more eggs than you can produce.
Lori just bought beef tenderloin, a great big beef tenderloin. It was $14.99 Canadian a pound.
Oof.
It came from Australia. It was fantastic. I cut it into steaks. It was fantastic, but it was Australian meat.
Yeah. But see, that's what's happening. If all of a sudden there's a mismatch in prices between Canada and the U.S., Canada will buy their meat somewhere. There are other meat producers out there.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to happen. But that's why I'm saying that tariffs in general is a bad thing for people's wallets. I still say, if you have allies and you have a mismatch in trade, yes, there should be some sort of alignment. Because you can't have allies that is basically selling you more than they buy from you.
Yeah.
The problem is a lot of the products that the current president thinks has value elsewhere, it does. I mean, American automotive industry, American cars, has no value here. They're too big. They use way too much gas. We can't use them. They're too expensive.
Well, the plants in the States are having issues with getting parts now because the whole auto industry was based on the trade of parts from Canada and the U.S. going back and forth. And what was happening was something might be cast in aluminum in Canada, shipped over to the U.S. to be machined, shipped back to Canada to be totally assembled or something with something, then shipped back to the U.S. for assembly into the cars. Well, now there's a tax every time it goes across the border. There's another tariff on it. There's a tariff on a tariff on a tariff. It's crazy.
I know, and that's. I think that the administration hasn't thought this through, but when they, particularly in the U.S.-Canadian relationship, I don't think they thought that through. Same thing with Mexico. I mean, there's a lot of production in Mexico that goes straight to the U.S. market.
Yeah.
And it's not only finished products, it's very few finished products other than vegetables and beer, but it's semi-finished products like car parts. And Oh man, it's going to be expensive.
So
Well,
here's
even
what's
even
like,
lawnmower parts are getting.
well, I need our company to get subsidized by the Canadian government for all these battery operated because they're
Well,
subsidizing the
No, but
lumber industry.
but-
they took that away from us in our country. I think it was next week or something.
No, but I mean, in our little group
Yeah.
here, think about Husqvarna, right? Husqvarna has their own line of engines. They're made by Longsin in China.
Yeah,
They also use Kawasaki. They use Briggs and Stratton. If all of a sudden Briggs and Stratton engines goes up 15%,
yeah,
guess what will happen?
Yeah, the price goes up and the quality goes down.
I don't know if the quality goes down. The Briggs engine is still the Briggs engine, but if it's 15% more expensive, they have to raise the prices of their machine X amount of percent. They're going to buy a Longsin engine.
Well, that's
Because-
like now you see these basic side discharge mowers, which probably 5 or 10 years ago you could go to Walmart or whatever, pick one up for $99, maybe $79 on sale. They're $299 now
yeah.
for the little what's that small one, Ken? The 550 that doesn't have an auto choke, it's a primer.
Where though? I mean, where?
Sorry, John, wake up.
Oh, the
We're not
E
gonna-
series. The E series.
E-series,
Briggs
yeah,
and
the
Stratton.
little.
We're going to stop talking about tariffs.
I had a little lunch a while ago. Now I'm getting sleepy.
No, the little,
But I mean,
the little-
those things usually, most I used to see them for was $119. Now they're $299
Oh yeah. You
at
can't-
Menards.
the
Everyone,
30-inch
every
line-
week they're asking me for used push mowers because they don't want to spend $300-400.
Yeah, I've got all kinds of guys looking for those little 30-inch riding mowers, the Troy Builds, the Craftsman's.
Yeah. But think about a company like MTD, right? They've been using their own brand of engine for years now.
Yeah,
Guess where they're made?
China.
Guess where parts come from?
China.
Guess how expensive it's going to be to have an MTD product tomorrow?
Probably about double what it is now.
Yes. Oof.
I wish I had every
I see.
scrap lawnmower that was dumped in a scrap. Imagine, like out of all the mowers that have been dumped into scrap yards, all of those engines were likely, like, other than the ones where people blew them up because they didn't have oil in them. But most of the engines that I get from these scrappers, they're all fantastic. Like they need a carb cleaning, they need a plug, they need an oil change, and the engines run, and they'll run forever if they're maintained and they're taken care of.
Well, that's like this machine we got going here a couple weeks ago. It was just given to us. It was a John Deere JX75. Had a Cowie on it for an engine. Blade clutch, 6-speed self-propelled. Real good shape. The only trouble with it was it wouldn't drive because the pulley on the transmission come apart. And it was like a 24-year-old mower. But fortunately, I had some connections for used parts, and yeah.
Brett, that's all good. But look at those two gentlemen with those nice looking hats. Think about that.
I can't see the hats, so I'll take your word.
Holy moly.
No, I like
What-
yours
look at-
better than
what-
mine.
Would you
Oh,
look
those
at
are
the logo?
those look like smashing piston hats.
Yes. Wow. Man. You know what? Guys, check us in the mail. You delivered. Thank you. Sorry, Brett. Go ahead.
No, you're good. No, we ended up. I got a couple friends that one of them owns a tractor's place, and I called him up. I don't know what his real name is, but everybody calls him Dude. I told him what I had, and I said I need a pulley for the transmission. He's like, "Well, I got a graveyard of mower parts back there." Went out there. My buddy went out there because he could see the drive. There was a 14 SB out there that had that same pulley.
True.
We got that. popped that bad boy on there. Did a basic tune-up on the mower, and
Is that a thumb?
What do you got in front of your face?
oh,
It's either an ass crack. Or
I'm
it's,
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm on the phone because the iPad's charging.
Okay.
I apologize.
All right.
Yeah.
But yeah, we got that thing all tuned, and that was an aluminum deck mower too. That JX75 had the bag and the mulch plug, blade clutch, Cowie engine.
Hey,
I think at the time when that mower was made, I think they were about $1,000.
I had a guy the other day. We were talking about tariffs. It's a big thing right now these days, and he said, "Yeah, but Kawasaki is Japanese. It's not going to be hurt by this."
Oh no!
Where do you think Kawasaki small engines are made?
Yeah, and the Cowies, hey, if you looked at anything you wanted to buy and you wanted a Cowie engine on it, you were paying anywhere from 200 to 300 Canadian more just for that Kawasaki engine.
Yeah, and it's made in the U.S. by the way, in case you need.
No, that was like when my brother here about 3 or 4 or 5 years ago, he was in the market for a new zero turn.
Good deal.
So he looked around, and he found a Husqvarna, the MZ54, and he was talking about the engine options. And I said, "Go for the Kawasaki." "Yeah, but it's another $1,500 for that." I told him, I said, "Look," I said, "you look at any of these commercial cutters out there, the Wrights and the X Marks," I said, 90% of them are either powered by Cowies or Vanguards.
Yeah.
So he spent the extra money and got the 24-horse Cowie. He loves it.
It's a good engine.
Just a reminder, this is StreamYard here, 6 people. So if anyone, I know Erica's talking, I was talking to Scott. If anyone wants to come up, just give me a quick text and I'll put someone in the basement and all that way. Because I'm limited, and right now, with the way it works, you'll get a response saying full. Just let me know via text or something.
Let me put that in English. Kenny is a cheapskate. He didn't pay the full subscription, therefore we can only be 6 people.
I could do the restream with 10. It's just that the StreamYard is more user friendly as far as getting stuff.
Kenny, I was joking, but you can put me down if Erica or Scott wants to come.
No, I said
too much confusion with more people, right, Hank?
Yeah. Where's Stella? Is she in Canada still?
Stella was at Jasper National Park yesterday, which is 2.5 hours from Red Deer. So I'm assuming if all goes well, she'll be seeing our friend Bruce this weekend. So we'll see.
I was going to say, last time I talked to her, she was planning a big road trip.
Yeah.
She's been all the way. She saw, Vancouver Island. There's Steve Small Engine. She did a scooter rally in like Eugene, Oregon, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, stayed at my house.
Where's Dobie from? Isn't he from Georgia?
Georgia, yeah, just outside of Atlanta.
I wondered. I thought he was somewhere down there because of his accent.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what.
That's profiling. You can't do that.
I'm curious as how he's doing. I know he's busy as hell.
No, he just put out a video updating his shop. He's updating his camera system for videos.
Well, I know he worked for a municipality, and then he gave that up to do full-time engine, so he must be doing all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's going down to 2 days a week instead of 7.
And he's taking care of his mama, too. She's having some problems.
He put up some some piping up in the ceiling so they can get more close shots. Yeah,
he rigged up a monopod with a set up on it with bungees, and it's like it'll get it right in there. It'll probably look like the way James does his.
Who's that, Tom?
Who?
Yeah, Tom. Yeah.
Dobie.
Yeah, because he had to, because people were getting tired of seeing that elbow.
Yeah.
He mentioned that 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what James uses, because you ever notice when he's doing it?
James just uses iPhone. That's all he uses.
Yeah.
Hi,
I just
Dave.
watched.
But I mean,
just
he
watched-
gets it in so close, you don't see anything but his
I'll go
hands.
down. Come
Yeah,
on.
but I mean, you could take the iPhone on not a tripod. He'll have different stands
Yeah.
and booms, and that way you can put the boom, 8 inches away.
All Jake's videos are done with his iPhone,
Yeah.
and mostly he's
Well,
holding.
if it would do any,
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
most
it's
of
been
mine
years.
with the iPhone
Been
too.
years.
So
we
He's
gotta
on
have
a, he's
we
on a
gotta have
sabbatical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know how
He's
Jake
been on a
does it.
sabbatical for a while now. We gotta have a talk with that boy.
He's got a steady hand. You look at mine, I'm holding mine. I got the shakes, eh? And that's not because I didn't have a brandy. That's just 76 years old, Hank.
But maybe you should have the brandy
Only.
before you film.
Yeah.
You know.
Simone, put the model and type down, and we'll give you the number. But we got to have the model and the type,
Oh, Simone's up here. Cool.
because usually the Quantum's that spring with the long thing on the end looks like a paper clip, but sometimes it's a little different. So put the model and type.
Six
And if
different
she can't
things
get one,
for
just
content.
cut the spring and get a little more tension on it. Put a
Yeah.
loop back on and get it.
I don't know
rolling.
if she has one now or doesn't have one.
don't need no stinking
She
spring.
says hers is very loose.
Baling wire.
Yeah. Fishing line.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I've got a whole box of various Briggs Governor springs down at the other shop from stuff that were beyond repair, and I save them because, especially like on the Quantums of some of them, they'll be mowing under something and they'll catch that spring on a tree, on a bush or something like that, and rip it out of there. And
Dan, I'm gonna go get that part. You gonna be on for a while, Kenny?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go out and get that.
What is that?
quantum.
Instead of double gasketing, you use tape.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out and get the part and I'll show you.
Yeah.
I'll be right back.
It should be right on the what is it? What is it on a Quantum? It should be on that black piece above the muffler, right?
sometimes they're there, or sometimes it's on the shroud right above the head bolts. I know some of the older Quantums did that.
Because I know some of the new
What
ones
are
have
we-
the black plate above the muffler.
No, we're talking about the air filter housing here for the primer.
No. Simone was looking for where her
Model
number-
type and code,
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, spring,
for a
yeah.
Quantum, and usually
Oh.
the flat plate above
If
the
it's a
muffler.
Quantum, it's on a flap on the side.
Yeah, above the muffler.
Sorry. Because I'm a foreigner. I do not speak English so well. It's,
Me either.
I
I'm
just
foreigner.
wish that Briggs still made that Quantum. I love that engine.
it's a good engine. It sure is. Sure is.
If
But-
you take care of that, that thing's bulletproof.
Well, I will say I had a few in lately that's starting to show signs of worn carbs, which makes it run uneven.
I had to replace my carb on mine. It was
Yeah.
wore out. Like 17 years old, and I finally had to replace the carb on it.
You sometimes the axle for the butterfly it'll get worn, and it'll either judder or it'll leak air in, and it's yeah.
I've seen that happen, and I've seen where the hole in that butterfly is where your throttle link goes. I've seen that get real loose, and then it'll kind of surge.
Dang, Al.
Yeah, dang Al.
I make a video every now and then.
Yeah, Simone, if you look here, I got a picture.
More
More
than
than
now. Yeah.
Yeah. John, how's the new building coming? Is it done? Is it?
No, it's not done.
The she
No,
shed?
the he shed.
Oh, it's got pink curtains and blue.
No,
baby
no, the hell
blue,
it don't either.
That's what you ought to call your channel, John. John's He Shed.
Yeah.
So, Simone, you can see right above the muffler there. See the black plate?
And if it's rusty,
Yeah, just rub it off a little bit.
Scratch it off.
Right above the muffler on a Quantum 60. She's got a Quantum 60. So
Yeah.
there you go.
no,
What if
John,
that
how's
engine's
it
ready,
coming?
sir?
Is it completed or are you still?
No, I'm going Monday, hopefully Monday, to get my mini split because it's hot out there.
Yeah.
And then my son walled it up for me. My electrician came by a few days ago. Was supposed to call me.
What
Call me
beer
with
is that?
a
What kind of beer?
kind you drink.
Carlsberg, Jacobson, juicy IPA. Good
Beauty.
stuff.
Juicy.
Is that a dark beer or is that a normal, like a lager,
It's an IPA.
which is,
And India Pale Ale. It's a light beer in color.
ooh,
Not
I
in
like
al-
that.
Not in alcohol, but in color.
Okay, do you want to see this fix on a quantum priming?
Yes,
filter.
please.
Okay, this is what you're going to need.
Oh,
You're
foil
gonna
tape.
need-
Foil tape.
This is the duct tape that you use for hot air,
Yep.
forced air furnaces.
HVAC.
It takes longer to peel this aluminum off of this backing than it does to fix
Yeah.
the air box and get priming.
I've got the same kind.
This,
Yeah.
okay, you can see on this one where I originally, and I don't know if you've ever watched Arches, but if you haven't seen Arches live streams, go to his live streams. They're fantastic. He's got a great channel. But I had commented once that I used to put RTV gasket maker along that edge and then stick my gasket on there, and that worked.
Yeah.
Now, the reason that you're not getting good priming is these things get deformed. They get bent. I think Bruce Pender, he did a video, which was a good video on straightening one out, how he clamped it down, heated it with a heat gun to get it straight.
Yeah.
Pretty sure I remember that.
Yeah.
So if you can't get it straight, when you put one gasket on, you don't get it formed onto this part down below on this little, what I call the hockey stick. And if it's got any type of a gap,
You'll lose your
it's gonna
prime.
suck air. It's not going to pull the fuel up.
Yeah.
So here's the fix. And this works 100% of the time. That's it. So what you do is you take a small piece of that aluminum duct tape, but it'll be like this. It'll be big. Then you take an X-Acto knife and trim it out there, down in the bottom along here. And you just press your finger along there to get it along that edge. But you got to leave it so that your gasket and the hole is there. I've never had to put two gaskets on. I put one brand new gasket on. I hand tighten the bolts down, and the priming almost shoots to the top. I mean, it's unbelievable.
It takes away the work of the gasket. So
the gasket's still got to go on there.
I gotta try this one day.
The gasket.
Let me ask you,
That's just to take up-
when you put that on, do you take like a rounded something and go in there and form it to that
No.
half round?
No, I just go with my finger and make sure that, like, I'm not pushing it down into the groove. It looks like it's concaved a little bit in there, but I just take my finger and push it onto the flats to make sure it's sealed to the flats.
It's a stupid design. Honestly.
Then the gasket goes on top of here. And I guarantee you that you're not going to have to use 3 primes to fire the quantum up. It'll fire up likely with, I've done it with one. It shoots up about a ½ inch of fuel.
Yeah. But I mean, it's a stupid design because that should just have been a closed channel.
Yeah. Now,
Wait.
I got to give credit. I'm pretty sure it was Nev in the UK. I was watching one of his videos, and I think he was having a problem with priming on his, and he went to the double gasket, and he happened to mention, he said, I wonder if a piece of transparent tape would work on this, right? And I remember him talking about that. And one day I had one machine come in for repair, and I put a gasket on. I put a double gasket on. I put RTV. I couldn't get the thing to seal. I was almost going to go and get one of these, and I said, you know what? There's that aluminum foil roll sitting there. I'm going to try it. I tried it. I put the one gasket on, and bada bing, bada boom. I think I've done at least 12 lawnmowers, and I haven't had anybody call back saying that they won't fire up first pull.
What I do, Wayne, instead of putting, with the RTV, instead of putting it on the base there where you have your tape, I put just a smidge on the gasket, and then put the gasket on.
Yeah, you just.
I've done that, Klaus, and it actually does work.
Got to watch that it doesn't get into the groove, though.
Oh, but it's got to be real thin, a real thin coat.
No, you're just making a film. You're not gobbing it.
But if it's really warped, that solution there is much better. The only issue I can come up with is that if it's so warped, it'll take in air before the cleaner.
Yeah.
I had a customer who swore that didn't work that way, with the primer bulb. So I took my air hose, like 10 or 15 psi, and I stuck it on that little hole in the primer bulb. And you can see it squirting straight up into the carburetor.
Oh, yeah.
I go, what do you mean it doesn't work?
Yeah.
But I mean, if you have that primer bulb, if it isn't seated correctly in the house,
that too. I've cut them too. When I put in that star washer to hold them in, I've skived the side of them, a little slit, and you don't realize it, and it's leaking air.
And there's a screen on the inside too. If that gets all filled with dirt and dust, and it's not pushing any air through, you're beat. It's not gonna work.
I have to try your version there, Wayne.
Yeah, try it out. Let me know because, like, I did film it, but Jake hasn't taken the time to put it up yet. He wanted it before and after, and I did that. But at some point, he'll put it up. But North Star Doug from North Star in Welland just brought me one that his was warped. So he brought it over. I put the aluminum foil. I showed him what to do. He went home. He said, fire's right up for a spool now.
Yeah. I will say
Back
one
in my
thing.
day, we never had that problem.
No,
So that aluminum tape, that's thick enough to take that gap then.
it's
No,
it's not the gap. I'm just closing up the hockey stick.
Yeah.
It would be like taking a thin piece of, like, say, a margarine container, taking a thin piece of that and putting spray adhesive on it and sticking it onto those ridges.
It ensures that channel is closed off.
Yeah, it's closed. Yep, that's it.
So you're making like a circuit plate then.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
I remember
It just directs the air more. It directs that pulse from your primer ball right more to that hole and takes up any warp or gap from the warpage.
Imagine if they
exactly.
took these gaskets, and while they were making the gaskets for this, if they had a punch that had the shape of that hockey stick and it went into the one side and formed that groove into the gasket, you wouldn't have this issue even with a warp. You could put the gasket on and it would fit right into that hockey stick and seal it off. But or imagine a gasket that's made out of a softer rubber that seals against it, and pushes itself in. It would work.
Yeah, that'd make the seal.
But the gaskets are so hard. Like, I even tried heating the gaskets up and it helped. And then put them in boiling water and then used a punch and tried to form the groove on it. And that did work for a while. But this takes me in 30 seconds, I'm done.
I will say I bought, I think, 5 or 6 aftermarket base plates for the air cleaner in China. And they're the all-purpose ones. So if you want to have a primer, you got to poke a hole in the plastic. If you don't have a primer, you can put a blah blah blah. All that you can put a primer in. You can $3 each.
$3 each.
$3 each. Yeah. But you got to make sure you poke a hole if you need a primer and all that. If it's too warped. But if you're in the situation, and I got to try that because I like the idea of just.
Oh, it's going to work let me know. It's going to work like a charm.
Yeah.
Hey, Simone, can you rub some black? She sent me a photo. I can't make it up. Can you rub a crayon or a white?
What do you want Simone to rub on you again?
She gave me the thing. It's all rusty. I can't read the first letters.
I know.
You got to rub like white crayon or something into it, or maybe a yellow grease pencil
or paint pen.
WD-40.
Yeah, I could read the middle, but I can't read the first 4 or 5 letters.
Yeah.
And
sorry, Wayne.
And another thing you got to watch is, the air boxes that got the metal bushings in them, where the holes are, where it goes onto the studs.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the ones that Honda uses.
Yeah, you would not believe how many lawnmowers we're getting in that have been fixed by other people, where those ferrules have cut the gasket that's behind them. And when the people go to put the thing back together, they don't spray adhesive the gasket to hold it in the right position. And it's got a little tiny hole above, so the thing drops down and they're not running. And they can't figure out why they're not running. All you got to do is spray that gasket, stick it on, or put a new one on.
How many of you put Loctite on the bolts for that base plate?
For the faceplate, no, I don't put Loctite on.
You should,
They
because
come with the purple Loctite, I think.
Yeah, yeah, they
well,
do come with it on.
You're actually not supposed to tighten it very much. That's why
No.
they always have Loctite on them. I
That's
always
right.
put Loctite on them, and I hand tighten them, and it's not a lot because that's when they warp. Right?
Yeah, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you're not holding a blade on. I mean, it's just
No, it's
a number 1032 screw going into aluminum.
the only screw you can crank down on is the one that goes into the bracket, but the other two that goes on the carburetor, you really don't want to tighten them too much. And that's why they're Loctite on them.
I did one today, and I know it was the first time it had ever been off. It wasn't on a primer type; it was on a ready start. And I'm just, they were a little tight coming out, and I looked at there was like a gray or a white looking thread locker on that.
Yeah, but Bill, you got to stop watching YouTube, man. You got to stop watching. I'm kidding.
Is this a new guy, Lawn Tractor Life?
I don't know. Where's he from? I don't know.
I was kidding.
Well,
Bill.
how you doing there, feller? Thanks for coming on.
Yeah.
Hank, what's that? You never
What's
say
your
that to
name?
me.
And do you have, is there a channel, Lawn Tractor Life?
Another thing I've seen on these pressure washers that use that 875 Briggs vertical. A lot of them, I've seen them go way overboard with the two bolts that hold the carburetor on. Either takes a 10 millimeter or a T30 Torx to get them out.
Watch James Condon. I think he even uses a torque wrench on that, doesn't he, Kenny?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think
Yeah, I
he
think
uses
he
a
does.
torque wrench on about everything.
I think he
What?
takes that torque wrench to bed.
No, that I got to give James credit. Like that guy uses a torque wrench on everything. I think I don't know if I commented on that. He just did that Honda generator. It says it was done 6 months ago. So I watched it. It was over 2 hours, over 2 hours long. Good video. He really struggled with that thing.
Oh, he had one.
Was that the inverter or was that a regular?
No, it's a 1983 Honda generator, electric start.
I'll have to go look for that one. I remember one he did here earlier this year was that liquid cooled.
Yeah, this was liquid cooled also.
That blue and white one.
That's it. I just
Yeah,
saw
that
it
had
today.
the inline twin, like a
Yeah, that's it.
Honda Civic engine cut in half.
Yeah, that was it.
Oh, that's a nice generator. I wish that'd be good for my house.
It was nice and quiet. I was surprised how quiet it was.
Oh yeah, it looked like the same motor that they used in the Honda HRS 4518 garden lawn tractor when they made them.
She made it to Steve's.
Yeah, Vancouver Island.
Did she make it there before the fire hit?
I don't know.
Because they had Vancouver Island had bad fire.
Yeah. Yeah, she was there, last week or week before?
She actually looks well rested.
Yeah, she looks good.
Hey, she
I'll
looks
tell
better
ya.
than Stella. You look better on that picture than you do in your videos.
Whoa, wait.
No, because I think when she's doing her videos, she's all stressed out.
Yeah.
She's working, doing all these repairs. Now she's getting to relax for a change.
Yeah, she sent me this the other night. I was like, "Ooh, look at that."
Nice. Fish and chips.
Mm.
Yeah.
Well, she's enjoying some good grub.
Yeah. But I tell you though, I was looking where she was at Jasper National Park there. Just a hotel is like $500-600 a night.
Yeah.
Really? I was like, holy crap.
That doesn't
She got the
surprise me.
camper.
Not cheap. Not cheap, Kenny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although it's 28 or 30% cheaper because it's Canadian dollars.
Yeah, but even still, it's still $400. I was
Yeah.
like, wow.
It's still a chunk.
Yeah.
Doesn't she travel in an RV when she goes
It's a, it's
over
a
the
van.
road?
It's
Yeah.
a van. Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
she's staying in her at camping grounds and areas.
But
Yeah, with-
sometimes,
Wayne,
Sometimes you need a real shower. You go to a hotel.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
nice. Wayne,
And
when's
she's-
she going to come over your place?
So what?
Yeah, she should be at your place by probably another couple weeks.
Yeah, she's got my name or number and address. I told her to give me
I
a
think
call.
she's going to hit Tyler and them first and come down to you.
Yeah, that would be the way to go.
Yeah.
Then when she comes to our place, Ken, what are we going to feed her? Where are we going to
I don't know. I don't want to just go to Dutch's because that's
Yeah. Breakfast at Duchess. That's
No,
no.
we'll bring her
should
to
go
a
for a
nice
nice dinner.
restaurant.
We should.
Well, if you got a grill, Ken, fire up
Oh,
some wings or something.
that place when your father passed, that Italian place. That was
The
really
what?
nice. The Italian place we went.
Yeah.
The Italian place when your father passed. Remember that place? That was a really nice place.
Yeah. That,
You know, because you know the guy, right? Don't you know the guy? Yeah, that was a nice place.
I knew the funeral director that knew the guy that owns that.
Oh, okay, yeah, but a nice food, great food and all.
Yeah.
Well, now we got to take her someplace nice.
Oh, we got Italian restaurants here, Pagliacci's. and all that.
Hey, you take us to Duchess every stinking Sunday, and you take Stella somewhere nice.
Yeah.
Well, that's Stella.
Hey, we're gonna shower her up. Cold
Oh, well, yeah. Hank's got a brand new 2-3 person shower, so
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Mm.
There you go.
Holy crap! Party at Hank's place.
That could
Everybody
get
there.
interesting.
Everybody jump on a bus.
We took her to eat crab legs.
Yeah, Hank will be
Jumbo.
sitting there and get a knock on the door, and he opens the door, and there's the entire YouTube small engine community there, like, we're here.
Because of that breakfast place at Hank's, where the waitress has that good rear end.
Hmm.
Did Simone send you a picture?
right there
Where?
on the screen.
Where?
You can't read.
12HA 02132601.
I can't read. Oh, there we go.
So
Hi,
Lawn
Floyd.
Tractor Life, does he have a channel? Does he have a YouTube channel, or he's just visiting?
No, he says that he's just been on this channel.
Yeah, he's
for
been on
a-
there before, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
he's up in he's in South Carolina, northern South Carolina.
Yeah.
He just
Ross, you looking for the Governor Spring?
Yep. Let's see here.
he got
Oh,
$2.
$2. Thank you. $2. That's all right. That'll help. Anything helps.
Yeah.
I'm almost at 8,000 right now. I think I'm at 79.82 or something. So getting there.
$1.
I haven't put out much content. So
Brock get his voice back.
Who?
Brock. Last video I
Oh.
saw of Brock, he could hardly talk.
Yeah.
You're a poet and you don't know it, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Dick's here. Hello, Dick from Birmingham. How's it going?
Oh yeah, he says he has a channel, but I couldn't find it on YouTube.
Every time I watch Peaky Blinders, I think of Dick.
I got to get my butt out here and at some point and put some more content on my channel. I haven't put a video up since I put that, and I only did it because for Robert, he wanted, he had that thing going when he was doing his videos on those sodium lights, so I had to show off that thing I built about 30 years ago.
That's not the correct number, Simone.
What do you mean?
Yeah,
What's it come out to?
nothing.
Nothing?
Briggs doesn't recognize 12H802-1326-01.
Doesn't sound like the right number to me.
Well, type in Briggs 60 quantum, then that number, and see if it gives you.
Blah, 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 blah. I go to the Briggs homepage.
No. But if maybe it'll give you the correct one. Sometimes if you type in Briggs quantum with that, it may come up with.
then you may get the right spring.
Is this
Simone, go
spring?
look at it again. That's something off here.
Is this spring for the air vane? Is it the air vane spring
governor spring? Yeah.
or governor spring?
The governor to the front tab.
That's only the governor.
Okay.
Yeah, Simone, it's not the right one, honey. You put on the big glasses and go have another look.
Should that be a 12H802 or 128H02? There's
Now it's always two numbers and a letter. So it's
12H802.
Yeah, I just replaced the lifters on one of those today.
and then -1326-01. Briggs and Stratton says we don't know that number.
Yeah.
So
Motorhead, you got to use 1030 though, multigrade. If you use like a straight oil, it'll keep ticking. And
Thank you, John.
I just
You're welcome.
I know, Simone, it's very rusty, but without it, you're SOL.
I just subscribed to the Lawn Tractor Life.
Yeah,
Johnny
I'm
sent
gonna
me
do that after.
yeah, make
He's
sure,
been-
you're running
He
1030. Motorhead.
or she has been on before.
Kenny, you
Yeah.
did it on a stump grinder too? You just
No,
did it.
but I did it on a Skag, but the thing was the camshaft ACR was blown to pieces
Yeah.
and it shattered a bunch of shit on the inside. It was okay. I mean, I took it apart and put it back together. But Brett, you're talking about
If
doing
you
videos.
if you have high
It would take
Motorhead,
me 8 hours to
Yeah.
do it with videoing. It took me about 4 hours total for everything.
Yeah.
But it would have taken me about 8 if I had to film it.
Motorhead, if you have hydraulic lifters and your oil is too thick when it's cold, it won't work. So by
Won't come
using a 5W30 or 10W30, the oil will be thinner when you start it up, and you normally don't have a problem.
And one thing that confuses people with hydraulic lifters, remember small block Chevys, things like that, hydraulic lifters are always preloaded. Okay, just a slight preload. When I took this thing apart, I've got the CV engine where it doesn't have any adjustment. It's a shaft or a pin that gets put through the rocker arms and holds them solid. There's about 5 thousandths of preload on the lifter.
Yep.
All right. But I had to pump up the lifters first. I put them in a pot of oil and pushed them with the push rod so all the air came out of the air hole.
Oh yeah.
And then I put them in.
That's
told
in the
Brock
that's
do
in
that
the
when you
Welco,
keep
the
them on.
Welco engine manual.
And he was saying that, no, that's not right. I said, yes, but you got to preload them, you know?
Yeah, if you don't, older lifters over time they'll hang up. You got to watch it because Craig Arndt did a video on replacing them, but the problem was he had the not adjustable, but you could screw down the rocker arms with 2 screws. Mine had rocker arms with big holes in them with a cross shaft, like a Mopar or something, where you put the rocker arm and you slide them on a shaft. That's the way mine was. So there was no adjustment; they're preloaded. So
I like them.
Take care, Al.
I ended up having to
Yeah.
take a crowbar, like pry it to get the push rod underneath it because it was preloaded.
Bye, Al.
Yeah. Yeah, they will tick, and like I said, over time, the lifters will collapse and it'll just never stop ticking. I've seen that too. If you want, you could look on a video, Craig Arndt, ARDNT. He did a video on replacing it because it was ticking on him and it drove him nuts. This one here, it ticked for about a minute or two and then it was fine. Now it's actually really, really quiet. I bought a head gasket because I didn't know if I have to do that. I didn't do the head gasket. I took the base off, the oil base, cleaned out everything, flushed out the pan with gasoline, got rid of all the chips and stuff. There's no gasket, it's just sealant. Put sealant around it, assembly lube all over the place. They give you what's called tectonic lube with the new camshaft. So I put that, smothered everything with that, put it back together. Like I said, first pull, that was the one that used to rip the thing out of your hand. Now one like this starts perfect.
Motorhead, automotive 10W30, part synthetic, full synthetic, will not foam. If you
No,
buy
that's-
cheap,
if
if you
you've
buy
got-
cheap, if you buy cheap stuff, it'll foam. But buy a
true.
brand name 10W30 API SL to SN, it will not foam.
That's detergent that's foaming.
No, yeah, well, no, but yes.
Detergent oil will foam.
Regular automotive has a high level of detergents, but it will not foam. So, but if you buy cheap 10W30, it might.
I got to believe Klaus because he's the specialist.
He's the oil man.
Yes, he is.
Well, I've seen this happen with oil.
I'm sorry, John.
The only
That's
guy
okay.
that knows more about oil than Klaus is the oil geek.
Yeah.
Can't be worse
He
than
knows
Territory.
everything
No,
about
but I mean,
oil.
Motorhead says he raised motorcycles,
No
and
doubt,
motorcycle oil is even better at preventing foaming. It really is. It's not a better lubricant. It's just better at preventing foaming. So, yes, I mean, if you think you have a foaming issue with the Coil engine, by all means, put in Yamalube 1030. It'll work fine.
Yeah,
But-
my lube.
Yamalube.
Yeah, they used to say non-detergent oil?
Well, do you really want to know the difference?
Oh God.
Yeah, go ahead.
They used
Go
to
ahead,
say
Klaus.
30-weight non-detergent oil.
The difference between detergent and non-detergent oil, in layman's terms, is that detergent oil will trap pollutants and suspend it in the oil. So when you drain out the oil, all the pollutants come out with the oil. It does not fall to the bottom when the engine is stopped. Non-detergent oil will have all the pollutants in the oil swirling around when you stop your engine.
Yeah, the detergent
Wow.
keeps it in suspension.
Yes, that's what I just said.
Yeah. Now I've had people.
So if I can finish, Brett.
Oh, I'm
So-
sorry. Go ahead.
So is non-detergent oil a
Danny?
Oh, wrong key. Hold on. It's doing weird with my. Hold on. Where the hell is he? What the hell is going on? Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Must have been a little glitch in the
Yeah, when you
internet.
hit a key, the last key you hit when you hit a space bar gives you the last key. It's weird.
Hmm.
Anyway, sorry, Klaus. Go ahead.
No, that's okay.
It's like washing your hands, right?
I think Hank got it.
Thank God.
Uh-oh. What's is that right? 691.
I don't know, and I don't need the number.
Is that
Simone
the
needs the
generic
number.
one? Is that the one that looks like the one on all of them?
I don't know.
Yes, 691,851.
Yeah, Dollar General, 225 a quart, Motorhead. Yeah, if you got foaming issues, that's
Yeah, that looks like the standard
right
one.
there.
Oh, let me
You
get
know
that.
what's funny though is
Goddamn.
pressure washer pumps. They actually tell you to use non-detergent oil in them.
Yes. Do you know why?
In a pressure washer, I'm not sure. I just do what I'm told.
Yes, that's because they don't generate any pollutants.
That looks like the right one.
It doesn't generate any junk from combustion. And
Just-
non-detergent oil is actually a better lubricant than detergent oil. It's just not very good at suspending the crap that comes out of the engine. That's why you use non-detergent oil in pumps like that.
Probably the same way with air compressors.
Yes, absolutely. You don't want to use detergent oil in air compressors because crap will stick to the air veins. I've had so many people write me, "Oh, I just use regular motor oil in my compressor." That's good for you. Please do. And then go have it fixed after 200 hours of running because your veins are all clogged up.
How you doing, Rusted?
So hostile, Klaus.
Say what?
You're so hostile.
I'm not.
Mm-mm.
No, I'm not.
Mm-mm.
I just
Hey,
sometimes-
Klaus, it looks like I'm reading it from another photo she sent me. 1, 2,
Stop. No, hold on. 1, 2.
H 802
Dash
1326-01.
1, 2, 3, 6 dash.
1326-01.
Oh, that's much better. Hold on.
That must be an older motor if they're saying 01, because I think they went.
03. The date code's 03.
Yeah, that's fine. Hold on. Bricks is thinking about it. It's thinking.
What if that
about
ain't
it
supposed
a
to be
lot.
B1? I don't know.
No, it's an H.
Oh, it's an H.
Right.
It's thinking.
Because
Yeah,
I've seen Briggs in that code number.
I think some kind of tariff went into the because
Yeah.
it's
But I mean,
it's going
that
slow.
engine's kind of unique. The Quantum 60, it's a little unique. I think it was a European engine.
Governor Springs, 691, 851.
So that's what the other guy said. Yeah. Okay.
691,
and
851.
here Briggs is still thinking about it.
Anybody got a picture of
You
it?
got the slow technician.
Yeah, that's what Mick said.
Like I said, I probably got about 100 of them down there at the shop that I took off scrap
Yeah.
engines.
I bought that cheap kit you get.
The what?
Put it in an envelope and send it to her. It'll come in a little flat, but
Yeah, it'll come a little flat.
hey,
Yeah, like
Better than one of them padded envelopes with the bubbles inside of it.
Well, yeah,
you know.
I sent a padded envelope with cardboard to Conquer with an emulsion tube. It came crushed.
yeah. Motor head over here. He made some valves out of pancake spatula.
Yeah.
What kind of
I just
spatula?
looked in my Sten's book, and that number doesn't come up for Governor Springs for Briggs, so they don't sell it.
No, they don't do that either.
But it's
here.
probably like garden spares out there, and you
Like I got a 691, 849 or something like that, but not a 51.
Yeah, it still doesn't. It doesn't. It says no records found for search. So Simone, try the number that was in the chat earlier. It'll work.
Uh-oh.
Did she
Hey,
give you
hold on.
Did she give you the model, type, and code for the engine?
Stella
Yes.
met Shrek.
Oh,
Hi, Shrek.
Hey,
is that her standing next to you, John, or is she sitting?
she's standing next to me.
Simone, look at the number that TGM wrote for me.
Stella asked John how much dinner's going to
What's that
cost.
one?
It $5.
Yeah, it's only 5.
5.
The
She
shop
is
spittle?
a hoot. Yes,
she
it's
like
the
the
shop
pad?
spittle.
You got the
was good.
shot spittle. Very good. Very good,
Well,
John.
my daughter saw that on Terrell several years ago when he had the shop spittle.
Oh, come on.
And
Don't
she
give
had
Carol
that
credit for this.
sign made for me. And I've had it on
Carol
shop
had
ever
a shop
since.
spittle?
He called. They had the when they had the medics, the
Oh, okay.
mower medics,
Yeah.
and they went out in the ambulance and rescued the lawnmower
Yeah,
that
The
was
lawn
having
tractor.
trouble.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Did the oil IV or whatever they did. Well, that's where she got the idea from. When they got it to the shop spittle.
Shop spittle.
Yeah.
Good one.
What's
But
the
yeah,
one
she-
thing he's been doing lately? The lawnmower mysteries and oddities.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
good one. He gets some pretty old equipment brought
Well, did
in.
you see that last one he did? It had that McCulloch tractor with the Kubota single cylinder
Yeah.
engine that was converted from diesel over to gas.
Yeah, that
No,
was
they
nice.
suspected it was converted.
Hey, did you guys see these
It
things?
wasn't confirmed.
I was thinking about getting one of these for my wife for our anniversary.
What, a Kubota? Oh,
Yeah.
What is that?
I've seen that on Facebook.
Yeah, it says annoying each other
Yeah.
since whatever.
That ought to get you on the good
They
side.
give you pictures like look like you or something. It was kind of cool.
That'll
We
get
didn't-
you on the good side, Kenny.
Well,
Diamond Ring will get you better side.
This September will be 35 years.
That one there, Ken, might actually make you might actually have to put a bed out in the shop.
Yeah. Oh, you kidding? We're already in different rooms.
Oh,
That's right.
what's happening with the rear shed that you were going to put up? Anything, Kenny?
I mean, I got the money for it. I'm all set. I think what I might do is I let the overgrowth just growing in the backyard. So maybe in the fall, a friend of mine's an excavator, a couple friends. I may have them come in, scrape it off, put in the crushed stone and all, get it ready. And then when they try and sell them for half price in the winter, maybe grab one.
Like, are you building
'Cause
one
right
out
now-
of lumber, or are you putting up?
No, I
a
was going to
plywood?
have, like when you get the prefabs that come from Amish country over here.
Oh,
They
okay.
deliver them on site with the
Yeah,
hydraulic trailers and they move them on site. But a lot of times, fall and winter, they have like all kinds of sales trying to get rid of inventory.
Yeah.
And you could get like $3,000-$4,000 because the one I was looking at was on sale for $10,000. Then I went to go see it. I go, "Do you need any money down?" He goes, "No." Next week I go, "You sure? I want to make sure I get it." It was $12,000.
Yeah.
I was like, "Yeah, but I have a photo when I was here a week or two ago, and you said you'd hold the price. Well, he started breaking my balls. I was like, forget it.
Well, with the tariffs, it's going to be
Take your no.
15,000.
Yeah.
Should get no.
But
Well,
like I
look
said,
at-
a lot of it's existing inventory they have. They just want to get rid of it.
Well, that's
Look
good,
at-
Simone. You found it. That's good. That'll be $50.
Wayne, I
Yeah.
put up just a shower stall. Guess how much?
Just
What
for a
is
shower
that, John?
stall,
Yeah.
Do what?
$10,000.
What is that?
You know, those ICE was using those vans to pick up the illegals.
Oh, ice. I thought you meant like
So
an
I-
ice maker.
Three-
No, so I made that for Stella so they
Oh, no
wouldn't
shit.
confuse her with ICE.
See, now we had a guy come in that does showers. He built one in Jake's room,
Mhm.
like in his washroom, tore the old one out, put in well, it's a fair size one. 3 people could get into it. Sliding doors, all tiled, everything. You know, got the membrane underneath, was 14 or 15,000.
Yeah, it's
redo-
about,
And that was redoing the whole bathroom.
Don't feel Hank. Don't make Hank feel bad because how
Kenny,
much was it? Hank, how much was it?
23.
Yeah, but Tank, tell them about the quality issue.
Yeah, they finished up. They went to turn the water on, and it came out the bottom hose into the.
Yeah, they forgot to plug the tub outlet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Kenny, maybe I'll get the chubby butcher. He's heading out. He bought a like Hank. Didn't you put up a shelter in your back? You did put a shelter up recently.
Yeah.
Okay, Chubby Butcher put a similar shelter up to what Hank has, except his was made on the East Coast in Canada, and it's a heavy-duty canvas material that's got great big straps that go over it. He's had that thing up. Oh, geez. It's like the day it was built. You can actually, I think he told me there's an ad where they actually have a Jeep parked on top of this thing. This is how strong this thing is.
Wow.
And he paid, I think, $4,000 for it, but that goes back a few years. So if I can get the name of the company, and if somebody in the state sells it, you could put one up, and like it's a heavy duty canvas, like waterproof, like it's really good.
Nice.
Yeah, that's a nice shed.
Yeah, that's 18,000.
That's like
That's 18,000.
What's the length of that?
That's 12 by 24.
That's like Johnny's. The she shed.
Yeah,
Oh, actually, no. It's only it's on sale.
The he
11,000.
shed.
11,000.
That's
I had
what
enough
she
of that
said.
she said
Now, do
shit.
they bring those
He
in
said-
with a float?
She
And
said.
then,
He said.
It's a hydraulic trailer that
Uh-huh.
rotates and does all kinds of shit. And
but can they get into your backyard to get it
Oh,
unloaded?
yeah, they'll be able to. Yep.
Yeah.
They bring it in with a
Yeah.
mule. They put $2 under each end, or on the $2 under the end.
No,
of the
not these
trailer,
big ones. They
The
actually
building.
this one here. They actually have a flatbed, and but the wheels themselves articulate like this, so they could angle the whole trailer.
how
And
big
they have
is
a jib crane that uses the big L brackets on the sides to lift it and place it.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Now,
pretty cool.
would you pour yourself a pad or
Yeah, crushed
foundation?
stone. I had a foot deep crushed stone.
Yeah.
Power tamped, to crush stone. That's all. Because my backyard gets a little wet, so I want to make sure I
Oh,
got
okay.
at least a foot of the stone on it so it doesn't get wet inside. That's all.
Mine's sitting on pavers, concrete
Yeah.
pavers.
But here, like I said, my backyard, I'll get 6 inches of water where it's supposed to go, and I
Yeah.
don't want to get wet.
Yeah, my shed's poured piers. They poured the piers for all. I think there's 3 in the front, 3 in the back.
Mm.
But 23,000.
Never mind that little addition I wanted to put on the side of my house.
Yeah.
That was 156,000.
Oh,
156.
Yeah.
Well, they're starting out at 100, then the guy kept adding
You
on.
can buy countries for that cost.
I know.
Whew.
Well, welcome to Connecticut.
Mm.
Yeah. So now I think it's time we get Josh to come down to Connecticut, or come up to Connecticut
Josh?
and do. Yeah, that isn't your boy's name, Josh, John?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Shucks.
yeah. See, he comes up and he does it for 2/3 of the price. He comes back with both pockets lined with gold.
Yeah. And a big dog hat.
And a big dog.
There is a
Hey,
company, a
and a
guy.
big dog. Yeah.
There's a
And a
guy a couple
t-shirt.
towns over that said he'll build me one for roughly the same money, but stick build it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, which is all right. I mean,
No, but I mean the problem isn't the cost; it's finding one that does it right.
mm,
Because there's a lot of people out there that we'll do it cheaper. Yeah.
Well, everybody used to say, my buddy, when years ago we built a 20 by 30-foot shed on his property. So it was like a working area where we were actually welding trailers and selling trailers back in the day when I was a lot younger. But everybody said we built it for 10 cents.
Yeah.
Because
Sorry about that. Y'all call came in.
the
It killed
entire
the
roof,
audio and video.
yeah, the entire roof system, all the rafters, they were flagpoles from Lake Erie.
Oh yeah.
So the flagpoles were, I forget, they were like 20 some odd foot, 12 by 2s or something. And we'd rip them in half and we made them into 2 by 6s. And the walls, all the walls, they were $80 worth of lumber that was destroyed at one of the lumber depots. So basically all the money was in the concrete pad.
Yeah. You know, they don't allow you to do that anymore. They don't allow you to go in and
No,
tear things down, you know?
no, there's bylaws about you need
Yeah.
engineering drawings for rafters and you can't stick frame anymore. They got to be pre-engineered trusses and
Yeah.
My next door neighbor built his shop with drill pipe.
Cool.
It will not blow away.
Yeah. I bet.
He works offshore and he's a welder, so he just purchased a lot of the old pipe they had, and that's the frame of his shop, the whole thing,
Yeah.
roof
Well,
and all.
I built
Well,
a,
you know it ain't going nowhere, John.
All the tin might blow off, but nothing else will.
No, but the skeleton will be there.
Hmm.
I built the gantry out of sprinkler pipe.
yeah.
But I mean, I think it's more in the construction than it is the material. If it's done right, it'll hold up. But still,
Somebody the other day asked me why London Bridge was falling down. They were trying to trick me, and I just chimed up and I said, structural integrity because of faulty craftsmanship. Simple as that.
well,
Yeah, but how long's it been up there?
Mhm.
Long time.
Been up there since the beginning of time. No, I'm talking about they were hitting at that nursery rhyme we used to
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
And I said, well, the structural integrity. I said, maybe the Chinese built it.
yeah, I don't think the Chinese was invented when it was built.
No. And
Well,
neither were all the stuff that we're talking of now.
Just a V-Bore bridge.
They built
Yeah.
the dam.
Timu.
I bought an A-frame for when you grow peas, they kind of want to raise up. So I bought an A-frame from Temu,
Yeah.
thinking that's a good idea, right? It cost me like $8, and I'll
It's
get
like
it
8 inches tall.
Yeah, it's fine, and it went up great, and I needed to use a couple of tie straps, but it went fine. Piece grows up. First time there's a wind. Thank you, Timu. I love
Well,
you.
Yeah.
I remember it wasn't that long
Stake 'em
ago that
down.
a company in Welland was going to make stainless steel rebar because there were going to be rules made that any bridges that were being made would have to have stainless steel rebar inside the concrete instead of steel rebar.
Yeah.
Because the steel and the concrete, the lime in the concrete was interacting with the steel rebar, and it was structurally unsafe after so many years. I don't know whatever happened to that because that company basically closed up. I don't think.
What
They
they
rebar green now.
Yeah,
what they found out that it's much cheaper to change the concrete,
yeah.
so it won't interact with the rebar, and that's what they're doing now.
And we're still banning gas automobiles in Canada.
Yeah, so do we.
Crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I don't know where Bruce is, Brock. Bruce has been kind of quiet lately.
I emailed him the link. I don't know if he got it, but
No.
Now, Wayne, I was watching a news thing, and they were saying that a lot of the supermarkets are empty shelves.
Where, here in Canada?
Yeah.
No.
Well, they're
No, I
lying.
could get anything I want over here.
Okay. They're lying.
During COVID, there was a shortage of like flour, yeast,
Toilet paper.
toilet paper, of all things.
Yeah,
eh?
that
Of
was a
all
given.
things. You didn't get the shits when you had COVID, but there was no toilet. Everybody was panicking, right? Like it was unbelievable.
Same here.
But yeah, there were shortages then. But no, that right now, like basically, you see, like the Canadians are basically trying to buy Canadian and not too happy with the States. There's a lot of people not traveling to the States. A lot of our friends that had properties in Florida aren't going back to Florida. They're trying to sell their properties and they're having a hell of a time selling them because there's so much on the market. So, you know, and not only that, like Florida, look at the trying to get insurance in Florida nowadays.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like I saw the one guy, he said what they want for insurance was like $100,000 a year for his insurance on his house. He said, if I go 10 years, I could rebuild a new house
But
without having the insurance.
I gotta say something. It's completely unrelated, so I'm sorry. But Anita basically just invited me for a week in New York yesterday.
York, England?
New York.
Oh, New York. Ooh.
Oh. Hey, we'll see.
That's what I thought, you know.
I'm an hour north and Hank's an hour and 40 minutes.
Well, we'll find a restaurant right in between.
They might not let you into the States.
Yeah.
Oh, they're like
You might have a hard time.
I mean, they love me over there.
And then ICE is going to show up at the restaurant, and they're going to haul your butt out.
No, we can go down to Stanford.
If
There's a lot of stuff.
they do need to speak to the embassy first. Since I'm not. No, but honestly, I got thinking about this because she said Anita always wanted to go see Israel because there's a lot of things, you know, Jerusalem and all that, and then that I mean, but these days, not so hot.
Not right now.
Yeah. So she suggested New York, and I said there are two things I need to see in New York. There's one burger joint I have to go to, and then there's another thing. And if you rent a car, that would you know, guys, it may happen. We never know. It may happen.
Nice.
Yeah, and I'm just in the. Do I want to go to the breakfast restaurant with Hank with a good-looking waitress, or do I want to go to Duchess? I'm not. I'll figure that out.
Well, the way to solve that, Klaus, is go to both. Go to one day and then go to the other one another one.
Hold on. I've been invited there by my girlfriend.
Yeah, what's she doing there, though?
She'll come with us. I mean, you guys will love her. She'll walk right into you and you're in love. Don't worry about that. But I can't take her to too many things because she's invited me to New York. You know, so we'll see. It might happen. We never know.
Yeah, my sister lives in Stanford, so I'm sure she can recommend. That's only 20 minutes outside of the city.
I mean, she can be bribed with seafood, crab legs.
Oh, there's nice rate, but we got to bring some serious cash though down that way.
Clam chowder.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah.
Clam chowder. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you can get it in a Red Bull, it's even better.
Yeah. But we'll see how it goes. It's a thing. We're still in the planning phase.
Dimitri, use if you don't know what the shear bolt is, a grade 2 bolt, 1/4 20, whatever. That's fine.
Yeah. Demetrius, my recommendation is to use the OEM one.
Yeah. What is the unit? What's the unit?
Yeah.
Like I said, I usually stock quarter 20 by 2 1/4, 2.5 inch with nylock
Yeah.
nut.
I don't replace a whole lot of gearboxes on snowblowers. I
Mm.
do replace them on sweepers. Same design.
What unit is he looking for to shear but for? Because usually the dealers have tons of them.
Yeah.
Well, I know my neighbor's got a Cub Cadet 3-stage, and he was getting shear pins from the dealer. And some of those 3-stage ones, depending upon the year and the model number that it was made, you
Ouch.
need the 3-stage shear pin in certain locations on them. And
Yeah.
I think they were selling him all 2-stage ones, and he kept on shearing the ones that were supposed to be 3-stage shear bolts.
Noma, that's a classic. Actually, Briggs owns Noma now,
Yeah.
but they haven't made Noma in years. I would just use a quarter 20, whatever length you need, and a nylock nut. That's all.
Yeah,
Regular
wasn't
bolt?
Noma bought up by Murray before Briggs
Murray
bought
then
them?
Briggs. Yeah.
Or like Archie says, use the toilet ring bolts, the brass
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah. Yep.
Hmm.
But they'll
They
shear a
have-
little prematurely though because they're brass.
Yeah, just so
They
long
have-
the holes are quarter inch and not, some of them are 5/16.
Mm.
They have slots in them, so they'll.
Yeah, some of them
No,
are
the
5/16,
Noma-
so when they got the groove in them to break, eh?
Yeah, I fixed a few Nomas last year. They're good machines. They're heavy machines.
Yeah,
A lot of them in Canada, right, Wayne?
yeah, yeah. A lot
I
of
remember in the
Nomas,
late
Canadian-
Canadian-
80s and
Yeah, but
early
didn't Noma-
90s, Noma was popular.
Wasn't there a private label up there, Wayne, called like Canadian or something?
Yeah,
like that?
Canadiana.
Yeah.
Canadiana, Noma.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's all owned by Briggs now?
Yeah, Murray Briggs. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Briggs and Stratton. Now, wasn't Noma at one time, wasn't that a division of AMF?
Oh,
I
the only
say that
AMF
because I took that
AMF
serial or
is
model number on my
IDO.
snowblower. That old Craftsman
Oh.
snowblower that I got from the 70s. It's a 536 prefix. I looked that up in a chart for the Sears prefixes,
mhm.
and it said Noma/AMF.
I get a bad feeling about the abbreviation AMF because to me it means adios, mother.
Ooh,
Well, I've seen AMF for sporting equipment too
Yeah, well.
back in the day.
They started out by making Christmas lights, actually.
Yeah, yeah, Simone, I may get deported. You're right, I may. But
I'll know when I hear it on the national news later on, right, Klaus?
Actually, with the U.S. immigrations, I'm actually on a good standing with them. So I think that'll work fine.
Yeah, Noma's a good heavy. It's a heavy machine too.
yeah,
Yeah.
they are.
The one that I worked on had 16, 6.5, 8 tires on it, like big full size tires.
But you're better off with those machines than the new Toros that are so light they only crawl up the snow instead of dig in to the snow.
Mm.
Wasn't these 3-stage? Wasn't MTD the only one that ever did that?
Yeah, because it sucks so bad, no one else wanted to copy it.
Yeah, they're terrible. It's that.
I've heard
inside
nothing but
impeller.
bad things about the
Yeah, it's
3-stage.
just a pain. Yeah,
No,
it's like what's that movie, Phantasm, where the thing drills into your head.
Yeah, they're brutal. That third stage on the inside that's supposed to shoot the snow up. That
Yeah,
and then they've not only that, it's got like a plastic sleeve on the inside, and once you shear the bolt, if the bolt doesn't stay inside there and keep it lined up, now you're trying to get a new bolt in, but that plastic sleeve on the inside is rotated. So
Mhm.
now you're fooling around, reaching in there, trying, and you can't see. So now you're trying to get a new hole. And you know what I do? I take an awl, I heat it up with my torch, and I stick it through, and I make a new hole.
Yeah.
That's one way to do it.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to waste my time to put a shear pin in.
Yeah.
Well, then it
Since
goes by what it means. Then MTD, many troubles daily.
Yeah.
Not
What?
like the MTD I remembered back in the 70s and 80s. That was decent stuff then.
Yeah. Arch said he used to do that.
Yeah.
Made right here in Ohio back then. Up in Cleveland, actually.
Cleveland, the mistake on the lake.
Yep. Fortunately, that's several hours north of me, so I ain't got to worry.
Yeah.
I'm actually closer to Pittsburgh, PA than
Ooh,
Cleveland.
Primanti Brothers. Go get a sandwich.
I
Who said
can get
sandwich?
Primanti Brothers. Yeah, they put the
French fries right on it, and and coleslaw right on top of it.
yep. And they're available on DoorDash here around where I'm at now.
See you, Simone.
See you, Simone.
Have a good day, Simone.
Hey, look what it is.
Well,
Hey,
if it isn't, and all he does is roaming around in the chat. Dang.
Red, I'm going to throw you down for 2 seconds, see if Mick wants to come up.
Okay, actually, I got to go get some dinner, but I thank you guys for having me up here today.
All right, we may still be on. All right, take care.
Good, Brad.
Yep, have a good day, guys.
See ya.
Yep.
The
Mix
next
mowers, mix mowers, mix mowers, mix mowers. Come on up.
I liked watching that video of him and Conquer from last year. That's always a
Yeah.
classic.
Been busy, guys.
Yeah.
A lot of
Coming up,
repairs
Mick.
there, Mick.
5 minutes. All we ask. Come on up.
Yeah, people forgot what you look like.
I was going to say.
No, that's gonna take longer. that's gonna take a whole lot longer.
Yeah, normally Mick has.
We
every
just want to hear
Saturday-
your sweet voice. That's all we need.
Normally, every Saturday, I see Mick has a video up. I didn't see one up this morning. Normally, he has one up on Saturday
I
mornings.
know. I'm sitting here waiting like a little church mouse, going, "When is Mick's gonna come up with a video?" And
Oh, I like watching him working on a machine when that stupid robotic lawnmower is buzzing around, running into his feet. I said, "When you shut that goddamn thing off?" I would have given it the boot. It would have ended up over in the bushes he was cutting down.
yeah. Well. Man.
Archie, you coming up tonight?
He said he might.
Yeah.
That'll be way past my bedtime.
I'll
We had
be
a guy-
watching the fights.
Yeah. One of the guys that I service his stuff, another guy at work does as well. He said, "Oh, thing's acting weird. The hydro on the right side, whatever." Yeah, he sheared the axle.
Oh,
He really sheared it. Yeah. So he's driving. The thing looks like the little rascals. You know. But just the axle you can't get. You have to buy a kit that's $400. Just the right-hand transaxle was like $2,400. I'm like, what? Yeah, it's ridiculous. That was direct from Hydro Gear.
Way up. They went up in price. Whew.
Oh, what's that, Klaus?
And that's because Mick was starting to speak foreign, so I figured I could write back in foreign.
Yep. So no wife for a week. She's tending to her mother at her sister's house.
Yeah.
So me and Nick are fending for ourselves.
Poor you.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean, I hate to say it, but I do miss her. You know.
What's for
Of
dinner?
course, I mean, we do, don't we?
Yeah, we do. I mean,
we,
even though
we can complain all day long, but when they're
arguing
not
and this and
here,
that,
we
but
miss them, and that's how it's supposed to be, right?
it ain't home without the bitching and moaning and all the other.
Exactly.
What are you having for dinner today? Not Duchess, so.
No, I may. She's got like sausage patties and stuff you could throw on the grill.
Yeah.
So I may do that. Yep. Robert, I see you trying to get in, but I'm holding for Mick if Mick wants to come in. So give him a few minutes.
if it wasn't for my wife and Jake's mother, we'd starve to death.
Uh-oh. Here's a lady
No
calling from Westport, Connecticut. Real hoity-toity,
way.
right?
Oh boy.
wants me to work on an adult go-kart wants me to drive down there, pick it up, and then I don't have time for that.
No. Wade, I
I wish
don't
they
think
kept-
so. You have a buddy named the Butcher.
Oh yeah, no. But the wife, hey buddy, I weighed myself yesterday, 272 and a half,
Ooh, how tall are you? How tall are you?
6'3".
Okay, well, that's not too bad.
Well,
Getting
that's
heavy,
because you have
getting
that,
heavy, man.
that's because you have a big head. That's all.
Yeah, because
Yeah, I
I'm
gotta shave the hair off. There goes a pound.
Yeah, I'm
Right?
There you
6'2".
go, there you go.
I'm about 243, 6 foot.
I got to drop some weight.
Yeah.
But we're having ribs tonight, so
You'll drop some weight
yeah, we're
tomorrow.
having ribs.
Yeah, but what kind of rib? Like pork rib or short rib or what?
The baby backs.
Ooh.
Yeah, we only eat the baby backs. The short ribs, like I used to like doing the St. Louis rub and smoking them, but no, she does like a dry and then puts Jake's rub on, and then Jake's got a sauce that he likes that he buys and puts
I don't
that
know.
on his ribs. But I like dry ribs.
Brock, I think it's a Honda clone that's in it. But she said it's just starting issues. She brought it, or actually someplace picked it up, worked on it, brought it back because of starting issues, like the recoil starter versus the electric starter. The electric starter was blown or wasn't working, so they supposedly fixed it. But now she's saying it doesn't work. She doesn't trust the guy. They charged her all kinds of money, and I don't have the time for that.
You could charge $500 an hour.
Well, I could, and they pay for it, yeah. But you know what? This weekend, like I said, they're getting that camshaft in that Skag. That thing, the camshaft's been sitting on my bench for 4 months, and but just the parts, the cam, the lifters, the this, the that, it's like $300.
Yeah.
All OEM Kohler, and like I said, started on the first pull. I was like, wow. So, but it was full of metal. I know he's down all the. How many stones?
3 stones, 6 pounds. Wow.
What's 3 stone?
3 stones, 42. So that's 48 pounds.
He's down 48 pounds.
Yeah.
Mick,
No,
send me the
he's down
diet.
48.
What's the diet, Mick?
54 pounds.
No,
He's
is the stone
no.
14?
Yeah. He's taking the Madura shot.
14 times 3 is 42 plus
Yeah,
6.
but is he on a keto diet?
No, Madura shot.
Madura
is
shot.
he taking a shot? Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't taking those stinking shots.
Make.
Taking those shots to lose weight.
Wayne must be in bed with his lovely wife. That's why he's not coming up.
Yeah.
Because what time is it? About 9:23 over there. So hopefully all is well with your dad, Mick. I
Good
did
job,
enjoy
mate.
watching him and Conquer. That's always fun to watch.
Yeah, one of my customers in the hospital, Mark Russell. If you're out there watching today, hope you get better.
Nobody watches this shit. You right?
You know what? I'm surprised. I would have thought that like at some point you'd get a way more views on some of the lives. Like some of the lives that you've done have been excellent for learning stuff.
Yeah, it depends on the topics and stuff. I was gonna do the live today fixing that engine, but like I said, it took me 4 hours. That's taking the Skag apart, taking the belts off, the wiring, the hoses, all that shit, unbolting it, bringing it into the shop, blowing it all off, cleaning it up, flipping it upside down, taking off the oil base, getting rid of all the metal chips and everything, flushing it out. I mean, it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You know? But like I said, by the time, door to door, key to key, whatever, it was 4 hours total. So that wasn't too bad. Oh, I thought you said it was going to make you vomit.
Misto, where's Misto?
No. Well, they're telling me prelims have started. I don't believe it, but they might have. So, boys, I'm off.
Yeah, we're coming up on the 2 hour mark. So
I think the UFC is. No, Bare Knuckle is in Edmonton. Edmonton.
Yeah.
So it's in Canada today. So I don't know.
Now, where's
if that's,
Edmonton and North? It's east to west.
Yeah,
Where's Edmonton? Middle?
Edmonton West. Oh, by Vancouver,
Oh,
like
okay.
Edmonton.
Yep.
British Columbia.
Yeah. All right.
Okay,
wait.
guys.
All
Been
right.
a slice.
Everybody have a safe one. Enjoy.
Good seeing y'all.
I'm going to go
Enjoyed
pound
it.
some ribs down.
Yeah. As soon as
Nice.
Klaus gets back,
Be
we'll end.
Hank, be 275 next week. Get that potato salad with the ribs.
I know.
Okay, take
Klaus,
care,
we're
guys.
gonna end it, Klaus. We're coming up on 2 hours.
Klaus, Mick got a comment for you.
In the last minute, well, let's bring on our buddy. Here we go. Hold on. Where is he?
Klaus,
You
Mick got a comment for you. Hey, Robert.
Robert,
What's up?
look at the hairdo. Ooh.
Yeah, summertime haircut.
Take care, Mick. Here, bro.
Mick, if I can help in any way, I am grateful.
All right, we're gonna end the regular stream. So thanks to everybody watching. Any questions, comments, suggestions, throw them in the comments after. Leave a like if you would. Don't cost nothing. And
Good.
we'll catch you guys next week.
Good to see everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a